This video will cover the topic multiplying binomials in two variables. An important thing to remember in this topic is what terms are able to be added together and what terms are not. For example, if we have the variables x and y in an expression 5x plus 5xy plus 10x plus 20y, the only like terms that are able to be combined are 5x and 10x, while 5xy and 20y are not like terms, so they cannot be combined with anything. And so our final expression becomes 15x plus 5xy plus 20y. Also, it is important to know how to multiply two terms with variables together. So given 5a times 10b, we must first multiply the coefficients and then the variables. So it becomes 5 times 10 times a times b, or 50ab. Now say there are two terms with the same variable, like 5a times 10a. We would do the same thing, so it would become 5 times 10 times a, only the a times a here we can simplify into a squared. So our final term would be 50a squared.
What exactly is a binomial with two variables?
A binomial with two variables looks something like this. 3a plus 13b, where a and b are the variables, 12x minus 10y, where x and y are the variables, and 5g minus 10e, where g and e are the variables. An example of a problem that requires multiplying two of them together is 2a minus 3b times 7a plus 3b.
So how do we go about multiplying them together?
The process for multiplying these two binomials is the same as multiplying any two binomials, which is that first, we take the first item of the first binomial and distribute it over the second binomial. Next, we take the second term of the first binomial and distribute it over the second binomial. And then finally, we add the two results together. So for the first step, taking the first term of the first binomial and distributing it over the second binomial. In this case, 2a is the first term of the first binomial, and 7a plus 3b is the second binomial. And so we distribute 2a over 7a plus 3b. And we get 2a times 7a plus 2a times 3b. This simplifies down to 14a squared plus 6ab. Time to do the next step, which is taking the second term of the first binomial and distributing it over the second binomial. Here the second term of the first binomial is negative 3b, and the second binomial is again 7a plus 3b. And so we get negative 3b distributed over 7a plus 3b. If we simplify this, we get negative 3b times 7a minus 3b times 3b. This simplifies down to negative 21ab minus 9b squared. The final step is to take these two results and add them together. When we do this, we get 14a squared plus 6ab minus 21ab minus 9b squared. In order to simplify this further, we need to combine like terms. In this case, 6ab and negative 21ab are our only like terms, and so when we combine those, we get 14a squared minus 15ab minus 9b squared, which is our final answer.
Okay, so in order to multiply two binomials together with two variables, we first take the first term of the first binomial and distribute it over the second one. And then we take the second term of the first binomial and distribute it over the second binomial. And then we simply just add the results together, combine like terms.
Exactly.